The appraisal scoping checklist does not steer or direct the appraiser to a conclusion of value. ODOT always demands the appraiser's unbiased, supported opinion of value when estimating compensation. What the checklist does do is it documents that all parties, ODOT, the appraiser, and the review appraiser agree about the valuation issues and the valuation formats to be used to estimate compensation. Should the appraiser uncover anything that was not discussed in the appraisal scoping checklist, then the appraiser must discuss the relevant issue with ODOT prior to completion of the appraisal, so ODOT can do whatever is relevant or necessary to assist the appraiser so that fair and reasonable compensation can be estimated, or so a new or modified scope of work can be agreed upon. The next slide illustrates the appraisal scoping checklist. And here's a copy of that checklist. It's found on the Office of Real Estate's web page. And so the top part of it is the appraisal scope. Second are ownership issues that need to be considered. Then the regulation issues that need to be considered. Then issues from the highway plans are considered. And then we're going to tie it all together in a conclusion section. And then we're going to have an explanation section to discuss the appraisal problem, issues, or other comments that need to be expanded. And finally, we've got the signature section of the checklist that's going to have the agency signature, the appraiser's signature, and the review appraiser's signature. And what we're looking at now are the policy and procedures from the ODOT Real Estate Manual on the appraisal scoping checklist. And the checklist is to be completed by the district, the appraiser, and the review appraiser. Generally, the review appraiser assists the district to understand the valuation problem and to complete the appraisal scoping checklist. An exchange of information occurs as the appraiser is being scoped, and with this new information, the appraisal scoping checklist is amended. Once the appraiser understands the district's expectations, the project, the taking, its impact on the residue, and the valuation format to be used, the appraiser can quote their fee. The checklist is signed by the district real estate administrator, the appraiser, and the review appraiser. The finalized, signed checklist is included in every valuation format as an attachment. And during the appraisal review process, the review appraiser is to assure that the appraiser did comply with any issues detailed in the appraisal scoping checklist. It's time for knowledge check.